All right, we are live. Sorry for a little bit of mic issues I've had thought, but we are good to go. So we'll get right into it. Really good game. To start off, really early goal. Actually, the quickest goal in MLS history from the Loons, with a great pass from Franco Fracapane and a great finish from Robin Lod. Nice to see him back on the score sheet, but great to come out firing and score that goal we needed right away. So there's no question marks throughout the game. When are we going to get the goal? Because going into this game against Houston, we definitely knew we needed 3 points, 100%. Playing a team at home that's dwelling at the bottom, kind of a trap game, if that. And Darwin Quintero making a debut back at Allianz Arena. Don't think it was his first game back, but always thank you to Darwin for the time he served in Minnesota. So it was nice to see him back. And nothing's changed. He had his hands up most of the game, complaining to his teammates, and everyone knows what Darwin is, what kind of player he is, and he's very talented, and he could have popped up and actually hurt us a couple times, had a couple chances, but didn't seem to put the finishing touches on. But great game from Tyler Miller, absolute wall in that, to save us for that, because scoring that goal early, and then we score another goal early with some absolute beautiful build-up play. Absolute beautiful. Franco Frapapane keeping the ball in, and then just the passing before the goal was just absolutely outstanding. And it was a great second goal. Little unorthodox finish from Ethan Finley, but the ball goes over the line, and it was a great goal to go up 2-0. And at that point, we thought just cruise control. But the only thing worrying was Houston's game plan seemed to be to hurt Reynoso, basically kick the living shit out of him, for lack of better French. And yeah, I don't know when pro referees or MLS are going to get the clue to protect these players, because early on you could see Reynoso grabbing for his right thigh, and that was never a good sign, being his recent injury record. So that was not good by any means. And I was expecting for him to come off at half, because it was quite quiet and he was getting fouled. He picked up an early yellow for a needless standing in front of a free kick. But Alan Chapman is an absolute clown when it comes to refereeing. He doesn't move from the middle of the pitch. He doesn't get angles. He just stands there and trots around the middle of the center circle. Literally does not move. And yeah, it's just a poor referee. Never thought the guy could. He's just, when it comes to refereeing a game, he's a clown. I'm sure he's a nice guy, but absolutely a clown when it comes to refereeing. Anyway, I was very surprised Reynoso came out at halftime after being up 2-0. I thought, make a substitution, switch the formation a little bit. Still don't let off the gas, but we didn't need to risk an injury from Reynoso, and he stayed on for about 15 minutes after the second half, and picked up about 5 to 7 too many shin kicks, I think, late on in that second, or not late on, but early in that second half, where he should not have been on the pitch. It would have been easy just to rest him, make sure he didn't get hurt or anything. And I really thought that was the right move, because we got to protect Reynoso, because clearly the refs aren't doing it for us. But after that, we kind of went into cruise control. And honestly, in the second half, Houston had quite a few opportunities, and I think we're lucky that they didn't get a goal, or maybe even two. Tyler Miller popped up with some absolutely incredible saves and kept us in the game and kept the clean sheet, and not kept us in the game, but kept us ahead of the game, I'd say. And yeah, because they just made some subs more attacking. They had nothing to lose. They got nothing to lose. They're at the bottom of the table. Anyway, I think once we kind of made a couple subs with in the 83rd with Adrian Hanu and Brett Coleman coming in, very defensive with Dabasi coming off. And I mean, Ja'Cory Hayes coming on, very defensive sub for Reynoso. I mean, shoring up the midfield a bit and everything. But attacking-wise, we did not have much of the ball in the second half late on, especially when Houston was breathing down our throat trying to get that goal to give up our clean sheet. But like I said, Tyler Miller was absolutely outstanding tonight. And yeah, just a really good professional win. I don't know. I can understand why Adrian was upset in his post-game reaction or post-press conference talking about how poorly we played. And I think we didn't play great in the second half. We really didn't. We got those 2 early goals and kind of just hit cruise control. Yeah, really, really disappointing that we didn't just hold the gas down. Some players, I think it was rightfully to make these defensive subs to keep Reynoso fit and everything, but I think once we lose Reynoso, our offense, he is just Reynoso just makes the offense click, the midfield offense, everything midfield offense click from back to front and everything. And once you take him out, I think the team struggles to find that player or players to help link the midfield to attack to defense, just one big unit, and Reynoso does that perfectly. So him coming off, you can see why we didn't really play great, especially with him not being on for most of the second half. But a really good win. 3 points, moves us up to 6, I believe, right now. There's a couple games going on tonight that'll decide our fate a little bit more, just kind of so we can see what's going to be going on in this postseason if we make it. But I'll go into the player ratings. I'm just going to say it right now. My man of the match is Tyler Miller. Absolutely 10 out of 10 performance from the guy. And he's been outstanding since not breaking in, but taking over his starting goalkeeper's spot from Dane St. Clair. And yeah, Tyler Miller has been absolutely outstanding. 10 out of 10. Roman Montier, not his best game. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10. I thought late on he was getting beat quite often on that left side, and Miller saved his butt a couple times, but I'm just going to give him a 6. I thought the defensive line, I'm going to be a little bit critical on them because of the way Miller had to save them, bail them out of so many chances. Boxall and Dabasi, I'm going to give 6.5 halves, just because I thought they put their body in line of a couple rebound shots to help Miller out, keep the clean sheet a little bit. But still, a couple times got bailed out by Miller. Gasper, I'm going to give a 6. I thought the backs were giving Houston too much space in the second half to attack our goal and Tyler Miller. So Ozzy Alonso and Will Trapp, I'm going to give 7s. Just solid. Franco Frangipane, I'm going to give a 8.5. Actually, an 8. Wasn't his best game in the second half. Reynoso, I am going to give an 8. Actually, I'm going to switch it. Franco Frangipane, 8.5. Reynoso, 8. Franco had a nice assist for the first, and he was crucial in part of the second goal too. So Franco, 8.5. Being a little indecisive on this one, but Ethan Finley, I'm going to give him a 8.5 as well. Workhorse, got that goal, unorthodox finish, but got it over the line. And Robin Lod, I'm going to give him a 9 or 8.5 out of 10. I'm gonna give all the attacking players kind of the same score because I'm gonna reemphasize how crucial Tyler Miller was to keeping this clean sheet and honestly keeping us with the 3 points, because late on Houston was really knocking on that door and it got a little nervy at the end with some absolute great save after save, rebound saves, just played really good in that tonight. And if we see more out of that in the playoffs with how structured our defense can be, I think we're going to be hard to break down and we'll really be good at a hit on the counter with Reynoso, Robin Lod scoring, Franco Frangipane, and just that pace of them three with Ethan Finley. I know Robin Lod's not the most paciest guy, but he's not slow by any means. And yeah, so great 3 points. I'll go into the subs real quick and then we'll wrap it up. If you have any questions, go ahead, shoot them into the chat. Ja'Cory Hayes, I'm going to give a 7 out of 10. 7.5 out of 10. Did his job. Came in what he did. Yeah, 7.5. Maybe a little bit generous, but 7.5. Adrian Hanu and Brett Coleman, 7s. Came in, did their job. Didn't really make any crucial errors in the last 10, 15 minutes when they're on. So they did their job. We'll give them 7s, and we move on. We play DC United Wednesday, away game. So another chance to hopefully pick up some points playing against a team in the East. And we'll maybe see an old face, Roman Abala, who was transferred to DC United earlier in the year. So we'll see. Hopefully we get another 3 points next week. And as always, come on, you Loons.